Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Therapist Brandy. So today we are going to talk about 10 instant techniques to calm your anxiety right now. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or stressed, you are in the right place. Or maybe you're one of those people who you're just sick and tired of being out with friends or out at the grocery store or even just in general at home, and you can't figure out how to instantly calm your anxiety, and you need to know those instant reliefs. Trust me, I have been there, so I know that all of these are tried and true methods that work. So let's get into it. Number one, deep breathing. I know you have heard this one before, but hear me out, okay? One of the fastest ways to calm your nervous system is through deep breathing. Now, to get grounded, a lot of people don't know this, but it's really important that your exhale is longer than your inhale. Something that I always do, check in with myself to see if I'm grounded, is doing the 4 to 8 breathing. So inhale for 4, exhale for 8. Do that as many times as you need. And what's great about this is it can be really discreet. You could also go in the bathroom for a moment and do some deep breaths. Deep breathing is very, very beneficial and proven to help combat anxiety, stress, overwhelm, things like that. And it takes practice. So practice it when you're already calm. And so in those moments when you feel stressed, you already know what that looks like. Deep breathing sends oxygen to your brain. It slows your heart rate and it brings your body back into safety. Number 2, grounding exercises. Anxiety tends to pull us out of the present and bring us into fear or worry about the future or a situation that's happening. Grounding brings us back to now. So, some grounding techniques that you can try when you're feeling anxious is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. Let me explain. Whenever you're feeling anxious or you're in one of those moments, I want you to think about 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. If you train your brain to automatically try to start to notice these things, you're automatically going to get out of the anxiety, get out of the worry, and get back into the present moment, and it's going to combat that anxiety. So I want you, maybe even pause and practice it right now, but this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique is a grounding technique that you can use to instantly help your anxiety. All right, number 3, progressive muscle relaxation. Anxiety lives in the body as tension, and that is where progressive muscle relaxation comes in. So what you can do is tense different parts of your body, hold it really tight for 5 seconds and breathe in. So squeeze your palms and breathe out and say release, release. You can do this with different parts in your body as well. This helps you really get out of the moment as well and feel that tension and let it go. You will instantly feel a lot more relaxed. You can go from your hands to your feet. Maybe it's just a couple different moments or couple different muscles in the moment, but progressive muscle relaxation is something that you can try. Number 4, visualization. Visualization doesn't work for everyone, but for those that it does, it's highly, highly powerful. So whenever you're feeling anxious, when you're getting overwhelmed, all of those things, I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself in a place where you feel safe and at peace. Maybe it's the beach, maybe it's a cozy cabin, maybe it's home in your bed. Close your eyes and put yourself there. Imagine every single detail. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you feel around you? Really trying to place yourself in a safe and calming atmosphere, environment, even though you might not be there. Visualizing yourself there can really, really help combat anxiety. Even just 30 seconds of this can pull you out of the anxiety, of all the stress and the anxious loops, and bring in a wave of calm. All right, number 5, affirmations and reframing. Anxiety loves to lie to us. And it usually does. It pretty much always does. That is why reframing and affirmations are so powerful. It's important to choose an affirmation or a reframe that works best for you. So when your brain says, I can't do this, I'm freaked out, I'm so worried, I'm gonna freak out right now, I'm so stressed, you know the thoughts, the anxiety loops that start happening. I want you to have an affirmation that that can anchor you in, like a mantra. Sometimes people who are really religious, they'll say like a quick little prayer. but some affirmations and mantras that you could try. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Repeating that to yourself, telling yourself that mantra. This feeling will pass and I am safe right now. This feeling will pass. I am safe. I can handle hard things. I can handle this. This will pass. This is just my anxiety and it's gonna pass. I am safe. Repeating affirmations to yourself like this can help you counteract the anxiety loops that are going on, get you back into the present moment, and start to bring you down a little bit. These affirmations are like anchors. They can keep you steady during emotional storms that might start to happen. All right, one of my favorites, you might have not heard of this one before, it's somatic shaking and tapping. We're gonna get into the body. So when animals are stressed, they like shake it off. You know, when a dog is stressed, they might start like shaking, things like that. And you can too. So I want you to stand up and shake your arms out. Just start shaking your arms out. Your legs, your face, your jaw, all of the things. And let it all go. And whenever you do this, you are helping your nervous system discharge energy and come back to being calm. You're like getting out all of this kind of stale energy and you're getting into your body. Another option would be tapping. So EFT tapping is, I don't know if you've heard of this, you can look up, there's so many different EFT tapping techniques. Basically what it is tapping lightly with 2 fingers on the side of your hand, under your collarbone, on your temples, while repeating something grounding, like, I'm okay, I'm safe, this will pass, I'm okay, I'm safe. So EFT tapping is super popular. There's a lot of research out there on how EFT tapping really helps, but I want you to think about somatic shaking and EFT tapping. This can be super, super helpful. To just shake your body out, sometimes like jumping on a trampoline, things like that, just trying to get out that energy out of your body is what that's going to help with. All right, next one, mindful touch and self-holding. Some people really, really love this. I personally really love this, but sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do is comfort yourself physically. Placing a hand on your heart and one on your belly, feeling the rise and the fall of your breath, literally giving yourself a hug, feeling the embrace of that hug makes you feel safe. Your body listens to this touch. Also, sometimes just rubbing your legs, taking your hands on your lap and rubbing your legs feel very nice. So your body listens to this touch and it tells your system you're safe, you're supported, you're here. We all deserve to feel held, even by ourselves. And you can make yourself feel held, feel supported by just hugging yourself, touching your legs, touching your heart. And it can bring a lot of ease to some anxiety in those moments. All right, number 9 is counting or simple math. This works really well for some people. So that's why I wanted to touch on this one. Sometimes your brain just needs a task. Sometimes it just needs to like focus and like get into like the flow state. And it could be really any task. And this is to break the anxiety loop, get you out of that loop and onto something different. So some things that you could do, start counting back from 100, doing simple math in your head. What's 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, what's 40 times 5? You know, just like start doing some math. I do this sometimes, literally. And it seems silly, but it gives your brain some structured things to like hold on to and to get you out of that loop instead of like spiraling in anxiety. It helps you, all right, now I'm thinking about this. And whenever you're doing like math like that or counting backwards, like you can't think about the anxiety. It just helps you get out of that loop and break the cycle. Number 10 is going to be breath focus meditation. So what I want you to do is close your eyes, inhale, exhale. Don't worry about how you're breathing. Just observe your breath. Get in tune with your breath. And when your mind wanders, bring it back to earth. There's a ton of meditations on YouTube and things like that, but also you could just do it with yourself. If you're in an anxiety moment, just sit there for like 2 minutes and tune into your breath. Close your eyes. Even just 1 minute of this can help bring your brain and your body back into balance. All right, so that was the 10 tips. But if you want a bonus tip, here is a bonus tip for you. Soothing sounds. So music truly heals. I'm sure some of y'all already know that. I want you to try listening to calming music, like nature sounds, binaural beats, and let it wash over you like a gentle wave. Like maybe there's white noise on YouTube, or there's those sound bowls on YouTube, but music truly does heal. It helps us just get into a different state. Our bodies feel it, our brains feel it. They sync up with the energy of the music. It can really bring about a state of calmness. Put on some really calming music for you. Maybe it's some sound bath stuff. Maybe it's just nature sounds. Maybe it's some piano or violins, whatever works for you. And this can reset your entire mood and help your nervous system start to soften in those moments you feel anxious. All right, there you have it. Those are 10 techniques to instantly combat your anxiety when it is happening in the moment. There's somatic tools, breath work, and all of the things. You don't have to use them all. Choose, maybe practice all of them, see what resonates with you, see what doesn't. But the key is you have to try it. Even if you're not feeling anxious, I want you to try it and see if it brings you into an even more calming state. All right, that's all for today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.